But up next, we're still stay in the eastern side of the U.S., but it's time head back to the Carolinas and head to Greenville, South Carolina, and this time hit up the Greenville
Geo.
Liberty.
Okay.
Yes. Well, and Geo, just the same company, same
Same
organization,
company.
same company. That was not what I intended to say.
He
But
is Greenville.
the same organization. So this is the 2025 as what I have dubbed the yellow highlights kit for the Greenville Liberty. This one's kind of fun. Honestly, I like the abstractness of the kit. Now, do I think it makes a good looking kit? That's debatable. But this is a solid attempt at doing something kind of out of the box. It kind of reminds me of Inter Milan and how they sometimes go crazy with their secondary kits with their like stripes.
Yeah.
And they're just not always normal. And
Right.
I kind of like that vibe here.
Barca did something kind of similar too, because they
Yeah.
typically will do their stripes, but they did one that had like the special box over here and then some extra
Yep.
stripes over here.
And you can kind of see it here in this image. You have four different patterns. And honestly, I think that's really creative. And I do like it. However, it's still kind of low for me. Kind of mid-table.
Yeah.
So,
do you want me to start off?
Yeah, you go.
Yep. So I agree. Like, I really like this kit, but on the other hand, I don't know if I really want it. If that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't mind having it, but like, I don't know if I'm gonna be trying to buy it as quick as possible. But design and aesthetics, I really do like this. To me, this is something interesting.
Yes.
I think it's aesthetically pleasing. I don't think it got too wild to where it's ugly.
Yeah.
So it got a 4 from me. Authenticity and tradition, though, I give it a 3 because I feel like, one, I will say, I don't.
Flower?
Yeah, it's to say, where's their flower? We were having a conversation earlier. Apparently, their goalkeeper kit is the one with the roses and stuff like that on it, or the flowers on it. And I'm super mad because that was the one I wanted to talk about this week because I love it. That one I really want, and it's not even on the website for sale yet.
Nope.
If it will be, it better be because that's the one I want.
Doubt it.
But so like this doesn't scream Greenville to me anything. Like this is something that honestly it wouldn't surprise me if like a manufacturer was like, and here's this interesting template.
It's not flowers.
Yeah, it's not flowers, but it's also like it's not telling a story about Greenville. It's barely using their colors. They really went deep in the baby blue, which is a detailing color on their badge.
Yes.
But execution wise, visual details, it did get a 4. And Impact, I actually gave this a 4 because I will say I feel like this will be memorable for one of two reasons, and you don't really see this many different styles and shapes on one jersey at a time.
You don't.
So it is, I feel like creative, innovative, all that stuff. It's really cool. It just doesn't scream Greenville Liberty to me. Almost a Triumph.
Almost
really,
you really wanted to say Triumph.
It's a reflex. But yeah, so 375 from Fox.
Yeah, for me, how do I phrase this? I have a lot of the same vibes with it. This is one of those that, how do I phrase it? I appreciate the attempt at doing something unique. I just don't know if I vibe with that uniqueness. And I think that is so if you followed along the show, you tend to know that I like not just abstract, but I like creatively abstract.
Yes.
And this seems like it's more, oh man, I should get Austin's thought on this, but this seems more like design wise creative, well, like from a designer, a little bit more creative, and not something someone like me would appreciate as much as maybe potentially a designer. And I
And
think,
not to dig into our interview that we just had, that will be posted later,
yes,
drops, but we were having a conversation versus like artists versus graphic designers. And I
yes,
feel like this is a graphic designer jersey.
hmm,
And the conversation was good. It was positive. There's positives for both.
right,
But I feel like when we like our creativity, it's typically going to be more of a artist that
yes,
they
and
put
not a
onto a
graphic
kit,
design. Yeah,
and not because like this is something technically like I could probably have made on Canva.
we'll see about
And then somebody makes it prettier and better, you know.
that.
But like, oh, what about some stripes here and some little lines here, and then
Yeah.
this over here. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think at the end of the day, this is going to be a sharp looking kit, but it's not going to get the headlines. And I think that this kit score down below perfectly reflects that. Because I give it a 4 for design aesthetics, as like Fox was saying. This is kind of nice looking kit. It's going to look good. So it's a 4 there for me. But when it comes to authenticity tradition, they kept with the light blue, which is something that they've stuck with. It's more of an away kit, but they use that blue, so it's not too out of the blue for them. But they're missing the flower.
boo, boo.
Yes, more like blue, blue. Anyways, when it comes to the visual details and execution, though, I did give it a 4. I think the detail in each of the, I think actually I count five, no 4, 4 different patterns on there is a attention to detail. And I think it's executed well. I just wish there was something more to it that would have given me that extra. It would have made it a 5. So it's a little nod to the city, a little bit of floral pattern here or there. I didn't quite see that. When it comes to innovation and impact, maybe a little low on my part, but I gave it a 4 as well. My first thought was Inter Milan did this.
Yeah.
And it's something yes, it's newish for the US, but I've seen this from Milan. So I gave it a 4 there. So this summed up to me also being a 3.75. Therefore, Fox's 3.75 and my 3.75 equals 3.75.
Wow, man.
Math. But because this is a slightly better score than the Richmond Kickers kit, and it's 1 cent cheaper because it's $89.99, not $90. This gets a kit value of a 41.67. I think this is accurate for the kits that we have rated so far. This is probably the best of the 3 that we've done to this point. I think when it comes to its creativity, when it comes to its out-of-box nature, and just seems more worth it compared to the other 2 that we've done so far. And I think that's a fair comparison amongst the kits. And honestly, this might be a tiebreaker between my top 10 kits going forward. But yeah, so that is the Greenville Liberty and what I've dubbed the Yellow Highlights kit for 2025. And I hope they, have some fun ones, or they make that goalkeeper kit available, because that goalkeeper kit is chef kiss.
Give me the goalkeeper. Give me that goalkeeper. I want that goalkeeper. Pull up the picture of it real quick, because we don't rate goalkeeper kits if you're new to the show.
No.
And which we might have to now, because honestly, all these teams keep coming out with very different and creative goalkeeper kits.
I know.
And it's killing me, because I don't want to. Sounds bad. I don't want to grade more kits than already are doing. But when they keep coming out with all these extra kits that are just banger after banger after banger.
You know, you got to talk. Oh no, it's an ad. It's an ad. There it is.
Ooh. Like, look at the flowers going through the sides and stuff.
And
Like, how
it's
come?
not overpowering too. I do
No,
like that.
like they're different designs, different sizes. Like, this is what
I
I
like it.
want.
I know.
This should
I
be the
know.
home kit. And then the bright baby blue popping off for the collar and everything. God, like that's a perfect kit.
That's a really solid looking kit. Now, honestly, I'm also waiting to see, and this is what we know based off of the website, off of their official website. I'm
Mhm.
actually using at the moment Kit Archive, so I'm waiting for them to be on the store. Like, here's their away kit, which has not been officially released either, but it's on Kit Archive. This is their goalkeeper kit, which again uses that same. It's kind of a now but purple with that blue, but that looks really sharp as well. And
Yeah,
honestly, the amount of detail that they've gone into for the goalkeeper kits, as always, we say here on the show, keep giving goalkeepers the love that they deserve. So
yeah.
it's a hard job, so make them look nice.